right, everybody, welcome to Daughter by Choice. I am your host, Mary, obviously one of the craziest people ever. Welcome. I am joined here by the beautiful and smart, feisty, stubborn Jordyn. So Jordyn's here with us, and first order of business, this is just a fun project that we wanted to do. We love talking. So we were able to get all of this together, and we decided to talk for you guys. So special thanks to Olivia Anderson for getting all of the artwork together for us. And please excuse us for now with the tech. We're still working out all of the tech stuff. It's our first episode, so we're still kind of learning all this. We apologize if it sounds weird at all, but thank you for being here.
Yeah.
How you feeling so far?
Excited. Yeah.
So next week, we're thinking our first guest is going to be Tiffany. That's Jordyn's mom. But yeah, so she is going to be here. She is really supportive of this project. Her and I go way back. So we're going to talk about our history, kind of how we got to where we're at today. So it's going to be a crazy interview. You're not going to want to miss that. So please make sure you tune in for that. Otherwise, we're just going to get right into it. I want everyone to get to know us, right? They should probably get to know us a little bit. So Jordyn, what's a day like in your life?
Chaotic. I feel like the weekends are probably the most calmest days of my week because school's just chaotic and crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like waking up in the morning's chaotic, getting ready for school's chaotic, and then dismissal, and then just at home after school's chaotic. My sister.
Just chaos.
Yeah, chaos.
Chaos all around. So you have a sister?
Yeah.
Tell me about the rest of your family.
I have 2 brothers, and then I have a little sister, and then obviously like my little second family right here.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
So your brothers are on your dad's side.
Yeah, and then my sister's on my mom, and then my second family, I have 2 brothers, 1 sister.
Oh, I love that. So what is inspiring to you to want to do when you're older?
Probably like, I don't know, I kind of look up to like you and everyone else of like you guys like in cosmetology school and stuff, so.
Thank you. Yeah, it's fun. Definitely interesting cosmetology school, but I think that you already are pretty good at cosmetology because you basically help me when I do hair at home. So,
yeah.
So do you have a boyfriend? No. Single?
Yeah.
How long have you been single for now?
Since I went to the movies.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I was still single then, but like we were like talking, I guess.
Yeah. Never like official.
Never official.
No.
But now I've just been single this whole year.
Do you have a crush?
Yeah.
Tell us about your crush.
He goes to a school in Franklin. He was the only grade above me.
So that's like a vocational school, right? So what is the shop?
I don't know the shop he does, but he plays football and baseball.
How did you meet him?
So I know his brother. He's in my grade, and his brother like is friends with this kid that kids at my school know. So I knew him from my friend, and then I just found out that was his brother.
Do you think he liked you?
He has called me beautiful before, so like I don't know, probably.
Does he know your name? So he knows who you are.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does he go to the skating rink? Jordyn went to the skating rink tonight. That's what all the cool kids do in town. So
yeah, but he couldn't go because he had baseball, but he wanted to hang out after. I was like, I don't know. Yeah.
How long was your most serious relationship?
On and off for like 3 years.
Was it love? Do you think you know what love is at your big age? No. What do you guys like? You just liked him a lot for 3 years? That's like a long time for someone your age. So you wouldn't call that love then?
Well, I would, but I don't know.
So do you think it's love, or is it puppy
I don't
love?
know. I feel like me and him are deep down. I still like, still care for him and stuff. It was awkward because I saw him tonight after he stopped being my friend January 2nd, 2025. After 3 years, almost 4, of being my best friend. But it was kind of awkward seeing him because I like didn't actually see him. Like we made full on eye contact for a whole minute. It was so awkward. But yeah.
So was he your kiss, or have you ever had your first kiss?
Yeah.
Before?
Yeah, my first kiss was in 4th grade.
Where was
my neighborhood.
Just in your neighborhood? Does he live in your neighborhood, or did he?
He did. Well, he like lived on like a street over, and he would just always hang out. He was like also like a good friend of mine in second.
So how did that go
and fourth.
down? Did he just lean in for it?
Yeah, yeah. He was just like saying bye, and then he like kissed me out of nowhere. I was like, oh, this is awkward. And then like I don't know, we didn't talk for like 2 weeks after that.
Just like after that?
After that, like I just went home and I like didn't like answer him. I was like awkward with it.
Was that before your most serious relationship?
Yeah, that was like just like I don't know, cause like I didn't start like my first time ever being in a relationship was actually, if we talk about serious, I got married in kindergarten. It was a fake little wedding, but
To who?
I did cheer with his sister actually, and I didn't know until like end of the season. She was like, "Oh, remember when you married my brother in kindergarten?" I go, "What?" She's like, "Oh yeah, that's my brother. I forget his name though." That was so long ago. That was like 8 years ago. But I did see him over the summer one time.
Is it awkward?
Yes, it was kind of awkward. Because, like, I didn't really recognize him, but, like, I didn't try to make it awkward.
Who was the last person you kissed? The one that we were just talking about before. And that was a while ago now.
That was December 31st.
New Year's Eve? The most recent New Year's Eve? Like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
All right, so that wasn't really that long ago.
Yeah, we had to drive home, too. So, he met my mom.
Oh.
We hung out at the Patriots place. We watched fireworks together.
Do all the girls... What do all the girls think about him? Do your friends have anything to say about him?
Everyone shipped us. Everyone did think we were a good couple. Because we tried for like a week, but this girl that went to school was obsessed with him and like was like, "No, you need to break up with her. No, you need to break up with her. No, I don't like her. No, this, that. And he was just like, not even like trying to be rude, but like, it was just too friendly. I don't know. Because he would always just like hug around their waist, not even like shoulders, just their waist.
That was while you were together?
Yeah.
So
we were just, I think it's best if we just say best friend. He was like, "Yeah, I agree."
Describe your type.
I like football boys and like people who like
He's sitting in and he's rolling his eyes at her, so
probably,
everyone knows.
Probably people like just like who care and like who have like good relationships with their family and like isn't rude to like others and like doesn't like just like isn't rude to me.
Non-smoker.
Yeah.
Does anyone smoke in your... Who smoke what? What do people smoke?
People vape. Especially in my friend group, a lot of people in my friend group smoke weed and vape and drink.
Are cigarettes outdated now? Do people finally...
No, people don't smoke cigarettes.
Thank God.
I don't know.
So your perfect guy doesn't vape, doesn't smoke. It's just active. That's good. That's probably like a good... But what if they just sit there and play video games?
I don't know. Maybe if they're like glued to it like all day, 24/7. It's just glued to it 24/7. I don't know. Probably not. Like, just doesn't go outside in the summer.
Yeah.
Always in the house. Always in his room.
Need some vitamin D in their life. So do you have a best friend? Tell me about your best friend.
She's in my grade. We used to have a lot of beef. Like, a lot of beef. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Yeah. But, yeah, she's my little bestie. She's my little evil twin.
Yeah.
Yeah. She definitely taught me a lot.
What do you love about her? Like, what is important to you about a best friend?
Definitely how she has my back. Like, she's just so funny. Like, she's so goofy.
Just love being around her.
Yeah.
What makes her a good friend?
How she has my back 100%.
Yeah. Does she give me an example of a time that she had your back?
One day at school, some girl was being rude to me, and she stuck up for me and stuff.
How?
She like.
What did she do? Did she?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, and especially at the carnival last summer, her and her cousin.
I think so. Maybe.
Yeah. Her cousin. They were like trying to fight me, and Leah like walked up to her and goes, "I don't care. You want to fight Jordyn? That's not gonna happen." And then her cousin like smacked one of them, and then like it was just like
Wow.
Yeah.
So
they both have my back.
So she inserted herself. Yeah. See, for me, it's fun, guys, because her bestie that she's talking about she's actually a copy paste from my bestie, who is her aunt. So it's a super small world.
And
but
I'm a copy and paste from Mary.
Yes. I like to call you my copy and paste.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're not mine.
I know.
From like birth, I was like, there's something off. Like that one should have been mine.
Definitely, yeah.
So what are some things that you think people from my generation could learn from people in yours?
I don't know. Probably, definitely, I don't know. Probably, like, safety, I feel like.
You guys are better at keeping yourself safe?
Oh, no.
No.
No, like, I feel like you guys, like, wait, what was the
What do
question?
you guys do better than us?
Lingo. The
Lingo?
Yeah.
You guys can describe something better than we can?
Yeah,
Is that what you
100%.
mean?
Like, yeah.
Do you guys think that, what did you say that you could learn from us? How to protect
Oh,
yourselves
yeah.
better?
Definitely that, because I feel like you guys more had, like, way more, like, because my mom always tells me, like, oh, when I was your age, I was doing this. I wouldn't be home till, like, 2 in the morning. I would climb trees. I would chase people up trees.
We were crazy.
Yeah, so
You guys
definitely that.
you guys don't run around
I'm
town.
never allowed to go out of town. I feel like I'm. Like,
It's different now, though. There's
I know,
there's a lot of
creeps,
creepos, running around.
pedophiles.
So, what are some ways that you think my people can help your people feel comfortable communicating and wanting to talk to us about real life issues?
Knowing how long I've known you, being able to feel safe around you, and like feel comfortable and stuff. I don't know, like just like knowing like I'm able to trust somebody like you.
Yeah, you always got me, girl.
Yeah.
You always got me. Is there anything else that you want the audience to know about you?
About me? I don't know.
I feel like they're gonna get to know you. They're definitely gonna get to know you.
Definitely, guys. I like to burp a lot.
Yeah, you'll definitely get to hear her burping.
Mary, what was it like first one when you like first like met?
When I first met you. Well, you see, when I first met you, it was right around the time that I also had a child and I had a boy, which was cool for me because I wanted a boy. Like when I was pregnant, I wanted my first child to be a boy, so I did get what I wanted. But I think I learned very quickly after I had my boy that I was going to be longing for a girl. Like, and I learned that pretty soon. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I can do the trucks, the cars, the Legos, the dirt, the mud, the farting. But I wanted my Barbies, my princesses, my dresses, my makeup. You know, like I'm a Cosmo girl. So
She got that when I got older, guys. Don't worry.
So when I had my son, I was like, well, this is great and everything, but I need a girl. And then, you know, I was just obsessed with you, honestly. So any opportunity that I had to babysit you, I'm like, sign me up. Yes.
Definitely. I definitely like had a strong connection growing up with you. Still do.
Yes.
Of course. What was like the first, okay, my mom told me this, but I don't know if like I believe her or not. Like, what was the first time you and my mom ever met? Because, wait, can I explain like the story she told me? And like you tell me if it's true?
We're going to try not to get too much into it because
Okay.
she's going to come on the
Yeah.
show. So a lot of that's going to come when she comes on the show. But it basically started out at the library.
How old were you when you first like moved out?
Well, when I first moved out, I would have been with my ex who lived in Worcester. I want to say it was 10th grade. So
10th grade?
16. Well, because I had a job and everything. So, and a car. So, well, actually, no, I moved out before I had my license because he used to drive me back and forth. So I would say 15, somewhere between 15 and 16 is when I moved out. And then I would stay with him during the week and he would drive me back and forth to school and work and stuff. And then, yeah, but somewhere around then. But by the time I was officially moved out, got my first apartment, it was with Nick. And it was November 2nd, 2012.
Oh,
so I was 19 when I got my first apartment.
Was it the one near Dean?
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite. I loved the basement.
Tiny little place.
Little hangout spot. How old were you? Wait, what was your first job? Like
Market Basket.
Cashier
I started
or
working at Market
bagger?
Basket when I was 14 as a bagger. Yep, I guess I started as a cashier, but even the cashiers, they don't start them out on their register. You have to bag first.
Mm-hmm.
So we did bagging for a little bit, and then we moved on to cashiering. And then I became an assistant manager around 16. And that was right around the time, because after you turn 16, they let you stay past 6 o'clock by law. So right around the time we were legally allowed to stay past 6, that was when I became the assistant manager. It's like a blue coat. So that was kind of fun.
Who was the first person that like moved into your house? Did anybody move in with you?
Oh yeah. Like all my friends lived with me. Basically, I didn't really like being alone ever. So, anyone that could live with me, I'd let. Probably Chelsea.
Really?
The first like friend. that like
Any
moved in with
first
me.
family members?
They lived with me, like my brother and sister, basically growing up. And so that was awesome because I got to look forward to spending time with them like every weekend. So they were awesome. Then growing up, obviously Chelsea lived with me through a large part of school, and then my friend moved in with me at one point for a little while, and then my friend lived with me for a little bit while she was pregnant too. So like all my friends lived with me for a little bit at one point or another.
Who was your favorite child?
I don't have a favorite child. I have a favorite of the day. And they don't have to
they
don't have to be my child either. Like
who's
sometimes my favorite of the day isn't mine. Sometimes.
Is it really?
Sometimes.
Yeah, who's your favorite of today?
My favorite of the day today. It's probably a tie between you two today, honestly, because I like spending time with you guys and just hanging out with you. Nick's here too. I think I told everyone he's here already. But yeah, so you guys are my favorites. My favorite of the day is usually depends on who is the most helpful or quiet or helps me have quiet time.
Did you play any sports growing up?
Bowling.
Really? You didn't do like any like soccer or anything?
I wanted to, but I wasn't really the sports one. My parents were very heavily involved in sports, but with my brother, not so much me. So I kind of was a little bit more on my own and stuff. So aside from bowling, which I stopped doing to get my job at Market Basket, sometimes I wish that I didn't. I wish I just kept bowling. yeah, because Market Basket, getting my job at 14 taught me how to work hard. Because it is important to learn how to work hard when you're younger.
Do you ever like want to drop out of high school?
I never wanted to drop out, but I definitely wanted to be homeschooled at a point during it because of the bullying, honestly. Oh my God. Just because of the drama and just like, getting ganged up on all the time. Definitely. Like I would just get tired of getting ganged up on.
Did you ever like, I don't know how to explain it. Did you ever just like hate school so much? I feel like you haven't answered this. Like, what grade was probably like the hardest and like made you like realize like wow, like made you like upset?
9.
Really?
Freshman year. Yep, that was a really hard year for me.
Yeah, what was it?
8th. I loved 8th grade.
Oh, I hate 8th grade.
And 10th grade.
Yeah, you went to the same school as me.
I like 10th grade too. But I would say 8th was the best because there's nothing like being the big fish in the small pond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you feel like you run things a little bit, And that was like the first year that like Chelsea and I probably became like for the first time we never had any more beef ever again. You know what I mean? Like before that, it was always like the back and forth thing. But like once 8th grade set in, it was right around then that was like the point in our friendship where we stopped having like stupid beef. And at that point on, she was just like my ride or die moving forward. Yeah. So probably around then.
What just makes you like sad? You sad when you think about it? It's like, what's one thing that's like, wow, like what's one memory like coming up where like that has passed that like makes you sad?
Well, obviously I wish that you guys could have met my dad. That would have been super cool. Nikki got to meet him, but the memory is foggy because he was so young. But I wish that you guys...
You can talk in him.
So he used to always be like, come on, come lay on the couch. And then I would come lay on the couch because I was nice. And he'd go, and he hold me for like 5 minutes. But I wish I could go back those times because like I could never be him ever again.
Yeah, so that's basically it. That's what makes me sad the most when I think about you guys. Another thing that just gives me anxiety, honestly, is just you guys getting older and not like coming to me when you need to come to me. But like, I mean, when shit's like super serious. No, so when things are super serious, like I want to know that I'm getting called. And I want everyone to be smart enough not to get in the car with somebody that's drunk. You know what I mean? Like things like that. And then lastly, it would be that you guys don't understand the biggest thing that I'm trying to teach you, which is the harder you work now, the easier of a time you'll have later on. And if you don't want to work like a dog when you're my age, it is in everyone's best interest to get their shit together and do well in school now. Pick a freaking school and go and do well so that you can set yourself up early so that you don't have to do what I've been doing all my life, which is playing catch up and trying to always striving for more, because I've needed so much more by starting my family so young. But it was so much harder, obviously, as a woman in today's society and as a young woman to be able to make a name for yourself and climb the corporate ladder. It's really hard. So it's taken me years just to even get where I am today, and I'm like basically nowhere. No, I'm further along than I've ever been, and I'm further along than a lot of my peers in my company, but I'm still not where I want to be, title-wise or salary-wise. So anyway, long story short, I really just wish that you guys could work harder now, because what pains me is the thought of you guys having to work as hard as I'm working later.
Yeah. What do you think of me and Nikki's bond? What do you think of the bond that me and him have?
I feel like I feel like if the angels called me home tonight and I was dead, that I could sleep peacefully knowing that, number one, you guys will always have each other's back, and number two, I can trust the two of you together to keep it together for everybody else, all the littles up there that look up to you guys. Like, if I died, I would be looking at you guys. I would be looking down at you guys like, let's go. I'm watching those two. They're running shit now. All my eggs are in those baskets. It's up to them to make sure that everyone's doing what I would have did, or at least sort of, taking care of your little brothers and sisters is what I mean. Well, you guys, I think that's the biggest thing. We'll always have each other. And that's the point of the show, is getting to know each other. So I really hope that the first episode, despite, hopefully it came out okay. And hopefully you guys got a good idea, or at least a good beginning idea of who I am, who Jordyn is. But thank you so much for coming to today's show. And we will see you next week on Daughter by Choice with Mary and Jordyn. Have a great week.